Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. So we're doing a stone circle reading. It's something I've created with stones that I collect on a particular beach that I really love. We just had the full moon total eclipse in the axis towards Scorpio. I want to bring this up because I did set up this reading in link with those energies. And being an eclipse, I want you to know that they resonate longer. So whatever message comes out here is meant to show you maybe something that might occur and play out on a couple months and not just within a few days. So let's draw an oracle card. Let's do this. Oh, you get two. What's up with you, Scorpio? So you get three cards. Oh, nice. Mutation, initiation, and femme is woman. That's really interesting. Usually on tarot cards, I'll say things like it's not gender specific. But this particular oracle deck has a man card and a woman card. And I think it's important to, with this deck, I am choosing to honor maybe looking at this card as really a woman in your life, but you could decide to see it as feminine energy, of course, more broadly. So you could be a Scorpio woman or it could be someone else in your life. If it's you or them, there's great change within this person's life. I want to say even within this person's psyche. Mutation is an extremely strong card here for me. Coupled with initiation, there's quite an elevation. You know, this mutation card is this spiral, and because we have the notion of initiation here, I'm thinking that you're elevating, and I want to tell you that this spiral is a movement going up. Let's look at the tarot. What is actually changing? Two of Cups in reverse. So maybe a change after maybe a separation, or at least a disconnect with someone dearly loved. Maybe it's with this woman. You're gonna read it as you wish, as you see fit. What else, please? Show us. What is the mutation and initiation about? Wow. Tower in reverse. You know, mutation is this change, right? It's incredible force. I think the Tower's in reverse because you've had this breakup, you've had this sudden disconnect, you've had this sudden change occurring. Almost unwilling. It's almost like this mutation came out of left field. You probably didn't want that to happen. It feels obviously sudden. It feels you might feel that you've avoided a disaster, quote unquote. A lot of readers read the Tower in reverse as such, but I think there's still, there was still somewhat I'm hearing disruption. Almost like interruption as well. But like a Ten of Swords. I mean, the interruption was like, okay, the way I'm reading it, it's kind of strange, but I know the tower is not upright, but it feels like this is the interruption. So it came between the two of you, like it came down between the two of you. It separated you this way. And the Ten of Swords is just this, being placated in the process, right? So there's something about this disruption, interruption, the energy of left field. I don't know if it actually came from the left, right? It's really interesting. I think it did. And like, not just figuratively speaking. So I don't know how that might resonate for you, but anyways, Five of Cups. You've cried. It was hurtful. A huge disappointment. This ending was rough, really, really, really rough, Scorpion. But I think it's what set this mutation and death. Okay, I can't make this up. If you get the Ten of Swords and then death, you have Tower. I mean, there's a lot of Scorpio energy as well. It's really strong, and obviously I'm doing your sign, so Scorpio. I mean, you have experienced this. I wonder if anything particular has happened just now with the particular eclipse. It could also be something that happened at the new moon where there was another eclipse in your sign, but it was partial, but still. There's something, I mean, what's really incredibly beautiful with this reading is that the Death card is it couldn't be more representative of what the mutation is, like it's the perfect alignment between this oracle and the tarot, showing like this is like what happened, and death here is like we go, death is like, it's almost like this. If I was to start the storyboard, this came before, and when we reach death, it goes here right under the mutation card. And now I can start pulling and see what the initiation is and this woman, how it plays in, because I don't know if it could be that the woman was involved here, whether that woman is you or someone else, right? It doesn't matter. And if it's not a woman, it's feminine energy. I also want to say feminine energy could be linked to your ability to be flexible and mutate and be receptive to learning new things out of this experience. There's something about the yin energy, right? The allowing and the, I want to go back to the word flexibility here. So now let's look at, it feels like I want to say, let's start the reading now. This card wants to come out. The Star in reverse. But it's okay, it's the Star. I tend to see the Star as never super negative in reverse. Like the King of Cups. Oh, that's, listen. You have, all I'm missing is the Seven of Cups here. You have Tower, Death, and the King of Cups, all your cards, right? This is a really, really strong Scorpionic read. And I'm glad I explained to you at the beginning that I really wanted to create this circle to sort of capture the energy of the eclipse and the full moon, right? I think it's really showing up here as well. So I'm going to pull a little bit more, but I do want to say that you're coming up upright. I wonder if the star is like the initiation, right? Like, although I'm aligning here death with mutation, maybe these cards will play out here on a multitude of cards. So I don't want to just put them one under the other right now. I want to keep reading. I'm going to keep reading. I was debating about saying something on the star card. Four of Cups. Okay. We have the Six of Wands in reverse and the Three of Cups. So I think the star card now is playing out as the initiation part, even if it's in reverse. There's something about looking up to the sky, to the stars. I think maybe you're initiating yourself. Either you're learning by yourself, self-taught astrology, but for me there's a direct link with astrology here. I think that you're finding answers because the King of Cups is upright. So something about astrology is resounding quite strongly for you. It makes a difference, I'm hearing. It makes a difference in maybe the outlook, your way of looking at what has occurred, or simply that it's part of the mutation, it's part of the enhancement, it's part of the value added that you're gaining. The insight, and maybe all the way to wisdom, like even saying wisdom, gaining in wisdom. What throws me off here is the Four of Cups and the Six of Wands. There's an energy of wanting to do it on your own. Like this man is saying, no, I don't need the water. It feels like you are not accepting any help. And then eventually you sort of come into contact later on with people that actually help you, support you, celebrate you. So it's an interesting, there's a mini sort of, there's like a mini, almost like, I don't know, a mini dip, something that you choose to do about, I don't know, being independent and not relying on others. Maybe it has to do with your initiation, right? You don't want any help. You don't want to, you don't want to be told the answers in advance, or, you don't want to cheat. I'm just joking here, but you know what I mean. So something about also, it has to do with how you're going to come up on top, right? I think it's you want the full credit, because when you do succeed, right now you're in the midst of the initiation, but if you were to succeed, I think you really want it to be fully your own glory, right? Out of your own efforts. You want the recognition to be attached to truly a personal effort. Yeah, you want all the credit. And I feel that you're getting approved. You're getting sort of, it's funny, I just did a read for, who was it? I think it was just before. I think it was just the sign of Taurus about, oh, I'm lost. I'm not sure, but there was something about, no, it was the Sag read. It was the Sagittarius read, my bad. But anyway, the idea of like, you pass the test, you actually make it, you're being celebrated, you're being acclaimed. It's not the full-on acclaim of the Six of Wands, but it's you're being cheered, basically. So that's really great. And as much as you don't really want people to, I think a lot of Scorpios are like that. You're very independent to a degree, and from what I know, it's important to you to, not that you wouldn't accept help like out of thinking it's weakness, but there's something about your pride. There's something related to that, right? But it's mostly like an independent streak, I think. But it's interesting how you're gonna be glad when people are I don't know, it's the cheering energy, but for some reason they're supportive as well, right? There's something else about eventually accepting more help in the future, welcoming that more and more for yourself. The woman piece, I'm not sure if it's really tied into the love story here. I don't know if it's tied into who eventually supports you here when you're being celebrated. My feeling is that it was more about your receptivity in terms of how you're gonna change, right? Like the watery, you're a water element, the King of Cups is here, like the watery, like sort of essence, right, of being able to go everywhere, like move, just flow where it needs to flow and not force things, and allowing you to mutate, to just gracefully mutate, transform, and learn. There's a lot of you're receptive to learning, you're receptive to coaching, you're receptive to, although you're independent, I don't know what it is, but astrology here is like proeminence. I'm actually not going to draw any more of these. I'm going to go for the guidance now. Actually, I'm changing my mind. I want to see more about the astrology piece. Scorpio. Why is it so important? 2 cards. That's interesting. The King of Swords with the 9 of Wands. My bad, sorry. So it's important because it sharpens your mind. It helps you plan better. Maybe you're able to do progression, solar arc, so more of the predictive techniques, enabling you to plan better, strategize, organize, work with, have a broader view on like the bigger picture kind of thing. And the 9 of Wands is here. There's something about like using this as I think it feels like a protective mechanism, defense mechanism, more protection. I don't want to say that you defend yourself. I think you more of it feels like the more you know, the more you feel that it creates a safe haven for yourself. It kind of points to maybe wanting to be able to control things better. Not that we're in control of anything, but you know what I mean, like having better parameters or something to work with that enables you to at least have a sense that you are acting on your life, you're the actor of your life, you know, that you have some sort of say and you do have partial control of the things that you want, right? Or the things that you choose to action. So, I mean, of course, that's up for debate in terms of, you know, saying having control ever in one's life. It's there's many divergent opinions about that, but you know what I mean. It's just in a particular context where astrology is actually working for you. At least you see it as quite a helpful tool. I don't know if there's something here about what you're seeing in the stars. I wonder if what you're seeing is you eventually coming together with maybe a woman, and you don't want anyone's help to achieve this. You really independently want to get the credit for being able to succeed in maybe coupling with this person, partnering, or just simply reuniting, celebrating. But I feel it's more in the context of maybe you meeting a woman. It's more just a meeting. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure there's joy to actually meet this person, but it's not like a party. It's not like you're going to just a friend's house and it's like a reunion with people. There's something more private, even if it's the Three of Cups. There's something more private about the joy experienced, or the joy that it brings you, I should say, to finally meet this person, to encounter them, to be in their company. It's about being in this person's company. Those are the words I was looking for. Maybe you're looking for the right alignment, the perfect timing. I think you're very, very keen here with the King of Swords. It's very important to you. There's something about, it's not something that you take lightly. It really is meaningful to you. Yeah. I'm gonna stop here. I am gonna draw a Druid Wisdom card. This card, it looks dark, but there's a moon, there's a crescent. Obviously you won't be able to see it really. You get the glare. Never mind. It's like, anyway, it's called the Midnight Sky. So it's interesting that we're talking about astrology and this is the midnight sky. It says, whenever the darkness seems too hard to bear, call on Saint Bridget to hold you in stillness and care. I feel Saint Bridget is this woman, and it's the star energy, right? She could be an Aquarius. She could be into astrology as well. I'm going to look up who Saint Bridget is. It's spelled Bridget. I want to put St. Bridget here. The midnight sky is the astrology piece as well, looking up to the sky. Maybe midnight is a particular time of the day or of the night that you like. You know, maybe there's something about meeting at midnight that could tie in or play out. Anyways, Scorp, I hope you liked the reading. I hope it resonated somehow. If it did, do share, like, subscribe maybe. Come back for the next one. Thank you.